I loved Sinister. I might watch Sinister 2. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to watch a sequel because this movie feels like a really good standalone movie. But then again, I thought the same about The Strangers and I liked the sequel better. Um it's just a really good movie. It is predictable to be honest because of one line they basically just spoil the plot twist. Pretty dumb in my opinion. I like the plot twist. I just thought it was pretty dumb that they spoiled it themselves. Um, so the movie stars Ethan Hawke and his wife and kid, and he's moves into this house that people were murdered in the backyard. His wife and daughter do not know that. They move around constantly because he's a writer and he's only had one successful book, and that was 10 years ago. All his other books have gone wrong. Even one of them successfully let a killer free with the theory. Kind of like how, in Scream 1, Sidney thought Cotton was the murderer. Um, it's just a really cool movie. We get to see all these different people die because the killer had left the tapes in the attic. Um, so you slowly see how fucked up all these deaths are, like slowly being hanged in the backyard, people being drowned in their own pools, people getting burnt alive in their car. And you can see what it's doing to him, and the family clearly notices too. Um, it's definitely a very wild movie. So eventually they find out that they moved into a murder house. He tries to excuse it because they weren't murdered in the house, they were murdered in the backyard. And she had confronted him about whether or not the house they moved into was murder related. She had said, please tell me we didn't move 2 dollars down away from a murder house. And he said they didn't because they actually moved into the house where people were murdered. A lot of the kills are just so fucking cool. Um, really, really good movie. Um, I think at the halfway through point, they give away the plot twist. They never mention it again, but it's pretty obvious. And they had talked about how some of the people had in common was that they were not murdered until they moved away. So they had moved into a house where people were killed, and when they moved away into a new house because creepy things were happening, that's when they were killed. So you know he's fucked when he can't handle the stress of being in that house anymore and moves away. And his daughter is possessed and kills him. I did not get that plot twist. I knew half of it. I didn't think it was the kids killing them. I thought the entity was just like taking one of them as like a, I don't know, a reward or something, kind of like Krampus. I don't know what I was thinking, but it should have been pretty obvious that the kids were killing the family. So everybody that we saw get murdered on the tapes were murdered by their own kids, the youngest and most impressionable of the family. It's a really creepy movie. It's really fun. Um, I just love horror movies. This is definitely a horror movie that I would watch again. That's how good it is.